Wild Africa, the deadly traps of crocodiles. Under the African sun, the river flows gently across the savannah. Its surface reflects the sky, creating a peaceful picture. But that calm is only an illusion. Beneath the dark water, danger is waiting. This is the realm of ancient rulers. The Nile crocodile, a massive reptile over 5 meters long and weighing more than 250 kilograms, is a master of ambush. With a bite force reaching 2,500 psi, countless lives are taken every day by these living traps. The leopard, one of the fastest predators on the savannah, moves silently toward the riverbank, searching for prey. An antelope is drinking on the opposite bank. The distance is ideal. The leopard calculates its approach. To reach the far bank, it must cross the river. The water is shallow, less than half a meter deep. It looks safe. The leopard steps in. Cool water surrounds its legs as it begins to cross, eyes fixed on the antelope ahead. But it does not know that beneath the surface, a pair of eyes has locked onto it. A crocodile has been waiting for this moment. With swimming bursts of 12 to 14 kilometers per hour, the crocodile explodes upward like an arrow. There is no time to react. Jaws clamp around the leopard's neck. Enormous force drags it instantly beneath the water. The leopard struggles desperately. Claws scrape the surface, searching for purchase, but in vain. The crocodile holds its prey underwater until it drowns. This tactic rarely fails. Within minutes, it is over. The apex predator on land becomes prey in the water. The antelope on the opposite bank remains unharmed, unaware that a tragedy has occurred just dozens of meters away. In lion society, females play a crucial role, both skilled hunters and devoted mothers protecting the pride. Lion cubs stay close to their mothers, learning survival skills for life on the harsh savannah. The river ahead hides deadly threats, where giant crocodiles silently wait for anything that dares to cross. Though dominant on land, lions are cautious in water, where they lose their speed advantage entirely. Lion cubs must swim with all their strength, trying not to draw the attention of freshwater killers. The lioness constantly scans her surroundings, ready to face any danger to protect every member of the pride. Crocodiles detect even the slightest vibrations on the surface. Their lethal jaws are ready for a lightning strike. Tension peaks as the encounter draws near. This is the ultimate test of courage for the lion family. Unity and maternal instinct carry the pride across the line between life and death, allowing the journey to continue. Two male lions advance, strength and authority evident in every powerful step. Beneath the calm water, crocodiles lie in wait, ready to attack any intruder. The lions step into the river cautiously, knowing this is an environment where their advantage disappears. A massive crocodile silently closes in, the patience of an ancient hunter about to be rewarded. The battle erupts midstream. The crocodile launches a lightning strike, trying to drag the lion into the depths. Amid swirling water and mud, the lion fights with all its strength, but cannot escape the crushing jaws. The other male reaches the bank and turns back, watching his companion vanish into the reddened water. African wild dogs are among the most relentless predators, their mottled coats providing perfect camouflage. At the water's edge, a small antelope stands at the brink of life and death as the pack closes in. The chase unfolds in seconds, the dogs driving the prey toward the river to cut off escape. With no other choice, the antelope plunges into the water, risking the dangers below. But the river is not peaceful. Massive hippos are enraged by the intrusion. The antelope is now trapped between the hippo's violent jaws and the dogs waiting on the bank. The wild dogs remain patient, knowing the antelope cannot stay submerged for long. From the murky depths, another silent killer emerges. A crocodile moves in, unseen. A lightning strike ends the antelope's fate. The river claims victory in the struggle for survival. The search for life begins in dry lands, where millions of animals set out on migration. Wildebeest and zebras form a living torrent, traveling thousands of kilometers driven by instinct. Tireless legs cross unforgiving terrain, heading toward promised green plains. Ahead lies the greatest trial, the raging Mara River, where death lurks beneath muddy waters. When the lead animal leaps, a mass crossing begins, creating scenes of chaos and raw drama. Zebras and wildebeest surge into the river, battling strong currents and jagged rocks. Below the surface, giant Nile crocodiles are already waiting, prepared for a bloody ambush. Attacks erupt in an instant, turning the river into a brutal arena where survival hangs by a thread. Many animals fall, becoming sustenance for predators and sustaining nature's harsh balance. The lucky survivors press on, continuing the epic tale of endurance and life. One cycle ends, another begins. Nature remains cruel, yet endlessly extraordinary. Crocodiles maintain balance by removing the weak, keeping animal populations strong. They are an essential part of the ecosystem. And however brutal it may be, this is how nature has functioned for millions of years. Every day, countless lives are taken, and countless new lives are born. The circle continues. The river keeps flowing, crocodiles keep waiting, and life on the African savanna goes on, fierce, powerful, and full of vitality. The African savanna is home to the wild dog, a tireless endurance hunter built on speed, coordination, and the ability to anticipate its prey. To survive, they must face rivals just as dangerous, from hyenas to leopards. Their hunting instinct relies not on strength, but on strategy and relentless persistence. Every hunt is a test. Every decision can determine the fate of the entire pack. And sometimes, survival instincts lead them straight into conflicts far bigger than expected. In this world, nothing happens by accident. Every movement has meaning. Today, their journey begins with a solitary opponent, a lone hyena drifting away from its clan. No one knows where fate will lead this hyena, but its future lies in the hunt ahead. A lone hyena is an ideal target. It lacks the protection of its group. The wild dogs don't attack immediately. They exhaust the hyena by shadowing it relentlessly. The hyena counters with sudden aggression, using its powerful jaws to create distance. But numbers take over, slowly forcing it into a losing position. Seeing the path behind blocked, the hyena bolts toward the river. It doesn't know that beneath the still surface, eyes are watching. Exhausted, the hyena plunges into the water, a desperate final move. Moments later, the water erupts, a perfect ambush. The jaws close, overwhelming force. The hyena disappears. The wild dogs stand and watch, their hunt ending in an unexpected way. On the savannah, nothing is certain. Even the best hunters face surprises. The pack moves on. Energy must be replenished. They search for their next chance. A new opportunity appears. A leopard cub playing beneath a tree. Its mother rests on a branch above, unaware of the danger approaching. The wild dogs spot the cub, positioned just far enough from its mother. They advance quickly and silently, perfect for an ambush. The cub realizes too late. It isn't fast enough to escape. The dogs surround it, preparing to strike. At the last second, the mother leaps down like an arrow. She attacks to save her cub, despite the overwhelming odds. But numbers dominate. The wild dogs retaliate fiercely. The leopard is forced to retreat up the tree to save her own life. Below, her cub has no escape. The wild dogs finish the kill, a brutal moment that leaves silence across the plains. Time passes, but the mother's grief does not fade. Her pain becomes cold patience. She waits. And the moment comes when a wild dog wanders too far from the pack. Distance closes. No sound, no warning. In a single explosive leap, the leopard strikes. The killing bite is swift and precise. By the time the pack returns, it is too late. The mother leaves quietly, revenge complete. On the savannah, victory and loss are fleeting moments in an endless cycle. The wild dogs continue searching for their next chance to survive. The leopard mother continues her journey, a true survivor. No one wins forever. No one loses forever. Nature only keeps the best adapted. Every creature here learns to live with danger day after day. Each species adds a piece to the vast puzzle of life. And within that balance, the wild dogs keep moving, never stopping, never resting. For them, life is an unending series of trials. Intelligent strategy is their greatest weapon. In this fight for survival, only one rule exists: adapt or perish. That is the brilliance of the African wild dog, warriors who never stop moving.
Dawn breaks over the African Savannah, a vast land where every new day is a brutal battle for survival. Life here is fragile, and water is the force that dictates all, guiding both hunter and prey alike. This is the home of countless creatures, from gentle giants to apex predators ruling the land. Yet one resilient survivor often goes unnoticed: the warthog, the true warrior of the plains. Its signature kneeling stance allows it to graze on short grass, a perfect adaptation to its harsh environment. But danger is never far away. In the tall grass, the eyes of a predator are fixed upon it. A deadly stillness fills the air. The duel between hunter and hunted has begun. The lion strikes. With explosive speed, it charges toward its prey. The odds seem decided. But the warthog is swift and cunning. Its raised tail signals the alarm, a rallying cry for the herd. The chase becomes a test of endurance and strategy. The predator closes in, step by step. The only hope lies underground, the safety of a burrow where the mighty cannot follow. When cornered, the warthog will fight. Its sharp tusks are formidable weapons, capable of inflicting serious wounds. The danger passes, for now. Life on the savannah returns to its relentless rhythm. Ever watchful, the mother warthog guards her young against the countless threats that surround them. Failure doesn't discourage the lion. Patience, the hallmark of a true predator, keeps it waiting for the next chance. Sometimes, the best defense is attack. The warthog turns, standing its ground with fearless determination. Its tusks force the lion to hesitate. One wrong move could mean a crippling injury for the hunter. Energy must be restored. The warthog's varied diet allows it to endure even in the harshest conditions. Feeding alongside other species increases their collective awareness. More eyes to spot danger from afar. Yet threats don't only come from without. Rival males battle for dominance and the right to mate. Strength is displayed in fierce combat. The victor earns status, territory, and the chance to pass on his lineage. At the watering hole, an unspoken truce exists. Predator and prey gather side by side to share the gift of life. Speed, agility, and luck. These are the keys to survival on the savannah. Though it failed today, the lion's instinct to hunt never fades. It will return. The warthog family moves on. Vigilance is their constant companion. In the lion's eyes, the wild spirit of Africa burns, the embodiment of power and dominion. The young ones learn with each passing day, preparing for a life filled with danger and discovery. As night descends, new hunters rise. The cycle begins again. The sun sets on another day, but the story of survival on the savannah never truly ends.
Africa, a continent of contrasts. From grasslands to wetlands, it is the ultimate arena of survival. For African buffaloes, strength lies in numbers. They move in massive herds, forming a living fortress. Zebras and impalas often cooperate. The combination of their senses creates a perfect early warning system. The gentle giants of the savannah. Their strong social bonds are the key to the elephant's survival. But where there is life, there are predators. The cheetah, nature's sprinter, possesses terrifying speed. Spotted hyenas and vultures are always lurking. One is an opportunistic hunter, the other nature's cleanup crew. But not every prey is easy. Consider the porcupine, a master of defense with its unique spiny armor. The North American porcupine takes defensive weaponry to a new level. Its quills have barbs that inflict excruciating wounds. A porcupine's quills are modified hairs. Contrary to popular belief, they cannot be shot, only released easily from the body. In Africa, porcupines face top predators. The leopard, a master hunter, must approach with extreme caution. Even lions must beware. A rash attack can result in serious wounds or even death. Facing a pride of lions, the porcupine stands its ground. It backs up, using its spiny tail as a weapon. These keratinized quills can cause deadly infections, a clear warning to reckless predators. The young lions learn a costly lesson. The weak are not always easy prey. In the desert, the battle for survival is even fiercer. The long-eared hedgehog is a master of adaptation to the harshness. Its large ears aren't just for hearing, they act as radiators, helping it stay cool under the desert heat. Its enemy, the cobra, one of the most venomous snakes on Earth. A single bite could kill an elephant. But the desert hedgehog holds a secret weapon, venom resistance, allowing it to survive otherwise lethal doses. This immunity gives it the chance to fight back. The hedgehog strikes repeatedly, aiming for the snake's spine. A battle of wits. The hedgehog must kill the snake before the venom in its body becomes too much. Its short, spiny coat shields it from retaliatory strikes as it continues its relentless assault. In the end, the hunter becomes the hunted. In the arms race of survival, adaptation wins. From savanna to desert, porcupines prove that clever defenses can triumph over strength and venom. Scientists continue to study their venom resistance, hoping to uncover new medical applications. In a dense forest, another tragic encounter unfolds. A reticulated python, the giant constrictor, faces a porcupine. The snake's predatory instinct overrides its caution. It launches an attack on its spiny prey. A fatal mistake. Attacking a porcupine drives hundreds of quills deeper into the python's body. A grim reminder that in the natural world, any encounter could be the last. The African grasslands, a world of life and death, where the ability to adapt decides who survives. The cheetah, the fastest land animal. Its speed is a lightning weapon for short, explosive hunts. The impala, ever alert. They are essential prey, maintaining the fragile balance of the savannah. The caracal, a masterful hunter. Its long legs, tallest among all wildcats, give it a powerful edge. Its large ears work like radar, detecting even the faintest movements of hidden prey. The caracal moves silently, its fur a perfect camouflage among the dry grasses. A hunting success rate of up to 50% proves the extraordinary skill of this small yet deadly cat. An unexpected encounter. Ever opportunistic, the caracal doesn't hesitate to face off against a snake. Lightning-fast reflexes are its ultimate weapon in this dangerous showdown. With swift leaps and relentless strikes, the caracal exhausts the snake, leaving it no chance to strike back. Agility prevails. The caracal quickly carries its prize to safety, away from other opportunistic scavengers. But in the savannah, there's always a bigger predator. The lion, the undisputed king of the land, often kills the young of rival species to secure its dominance. The leopard, master of stealth, a solitary hunter relying on strength, patience, and precision. The caracal, or desert lynx,
is easily recognized by the distinctive black tufts on its ears. Perfectly adapted to arid environments, it can survive without drinking water. Those unique ear tufts help amplify sound, pinpointing the exact location of its prey. The helmeted guinea fowl, a vital food source for many predators, including specialized cats like the caracal. The flock is unaware of the danger closing in. Their calls keep them connected, but not safe. The eyes of a predator. Vertical pupils grant perfect vision under any light. The caracal lowers its body, inching closer, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Then, a spectacular vertical leap. It can spring over 3 meters high to snatch a bird mid-flight. This unique hunting skill has been perfected over millennia. The meal is a reward for patience and precision. As the sun sets, another day ends on the African plains. The eternal cycle of life continues.
Dawn breaks over the Serengeti, golden light sweeping across the endless sea of grass. Every breeze carries the breath of an ancient ecosystem millions of years old. Here, one of nature's greatest movements is about to begin. The journey of more than 2 million animals following an eternal cycle. This is not simply a search for fresh grass. It is the heartbeat of an entire landscape, a cycle that shapes the fate of countless species. The Savannah opens wide, and nature begins to tell a story of endurance, survival, and Earth's remarkable balance. The migration begins in southern Serengeti, where the rains have passed and the grass has begun to fade. Wildebeests are the first to sense changes in moisture. They gather into small groups. There is no leader. They move by instinct, guided by sound, motion, and the scent on the wind. Within days, hundreds of small herds merge into a massive flow, the iconic phenomenon of the Serengeti. This moving river of life stretches to the horizon, sometimes extending more than 40 kilometers. Such enormous numbers are a survival strategy. The more they gather, the lower the chance of being singled out by predators. Their marching hooves create a deep, rumbling sound that echoes for kilometers. Each year, more than 1.2 million wildebeests begin a journey nearly 1,000 kilometers long. Zebras usually depart first. Their teeth are built for tougher, older grasses. They clear the path, cutting down tall grass and exposing tender shoots for the wildebeests behind them. The stripe pattern of every zebra is unique, like a fingerprint. These stripes allow them to recognize one another amid the massive moving herds. Zebras live in stable family units, one male, several females, and their young. During the migration, family groups merge but maintain distance to avoid mixing. Zebras have excellent facial memory. They can identify members from hundreds of meters away. The partnership of zebra, leading, and wildebeest following creates a near-perfect migratory structure. The arrival of the great herds signals the start of hunting season for lions, cheetahs, and hyenas. Lionesses typically ambush at the herd's edges, where young animals are most vulnerable. Yet only a small fraction fall prey. The herd's size overwhelms predators' ability to focus on a single target. Cheetahs, the fastest animals on Earth, attack only when the herd formation breaks. Hyenas rely not on speed, but endurance and coordinated teamwork. Even predators have limits. Amid the ocean of prey, they take only what their clans need. The migration continues almost uninterrupted. This is natural balance. Predators strong, but the herd far too vast to be stopped. As the herds push north, they enter the driest region of the journey, where water nearly disappears. Temperatures can exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Endurance is the only key to survival here. Wildebeests can regulate their body temperature, allowing them to withstand heat better than many grazers. They can walk for hours without drinking, a vital evolutionary advantage. Calves are slower, but the herd protects them by surrounding them in a circular formation. Continuous movement creates trails etched into the earth for centuries. Silence dominates, broken only by hooves and the whisper of dry grass. Even in hardship, the herd moves on, as if survival instinct pushes them forward without pause. Ahead lies the greatest barrier of all, the Mara River, the most dangerous crossing of the migration. The herd hesitates. Thousands stand at the edge, sniffing and watching the current. Nile crocodiles, reptiles older than 200 million years, lie hidden beneath the water. When a single brave animal jumps in, the entire herd follows like a breaking flood. Thousands plunge at once, creating a chaotic but powerful spectacle. Strong currents sweep away the weak, yet most make it across. Despite ambushes, crocodile attacks account for only about 1%, far less than many experts. Exhausted but alive, the herd climbs the opposite bank. The greatest trial is behind them. Reaching the Masai Mara, the herd's reward is vast green plains renewed by the rains. Seeds long dormant burst to life after only a few early storms. This fresh grass is rich in protein, helping the animals recover rapidly. Zebras and wildebeests graze in alternating patterns, allowing the plains to regenerate smoothly. The young born during the rains are now strong enough to keep pace. The Mara becomes a temporary sanctuary, a place to regain strength for the journey back. Life flourishes. Birds of prey, small antelopes, and insects explode in number. This is the most prosperous stage of the migration, abundance overshadowing danger. When the rains end, the grass turns color, signaling the return south. The herds gather once more, now with calves ready for the challenge. The return journey is long and harsh, but this cycle has persisted for thousands of years. There is no beginning or end, only the eternal rhythm of movement. This cycle restores soil, spreads seeds, and maintains the health of the savanna's wildlife. Massive amounts of dung enrich the land with every kilometer traveled. Without the migrating herds, the Serengeti would be unrecognizable within decades. This is the heart of the savanna, always beating, always sustaining life. The Great Migration influences not only Serengeti, but the entire East African ecosystem. Thanks to the herds, millions of tons of nutrients are redistributed every year. Even predators depend on this cycle to maintain the strength of their populations. Migratory birds follow the herds, feeding on the insect boom along the route. It is one of the most complete natural regeneration systems on Earth. Life here endures because movement never stops. The African savanna is where the circle of life plays out in extraordinary harmony between land and sky. The Great Migration stands as proof of nature's resilience, powerful, patient, and eternal.